sense?
Yeah.
Good. You guys may begin when you're ready.
Okay, our resolve today is to remove censorship laws based on ratings on media such as movies and video games by non-government agencies. To give you a little background information, movies that are rated R, games that are rated M, and music that is labeled explicit content are discouraged from being purchased by people under the age of 17. These ratings are so engraved into our head as rules and some people more than others. Some believe these ratings so close to law that in 2005, a California legislature tried passing a bill that would make it illegal for anyone under 17 years old to buy or own any rated M games. And this wasn't the first time that this had happened. This bill was actually the sixth in a series of bills trying to ban violent and explicit games, all of which failed miserably. This is because games are protected by the First Amendment and are worthy of the same protection of free expression such as books, films, television, or the press. If these laws were to be passed, no minors would technically be allowed to have any games with explicit or violent materials. This would mean no Call of Duty for most of you.
Okay, we'd like to go with our time for questions.
Any questions from the audience? At all? Please, not all at once.
So if someone over 17 bought one and gave it to someone under 17, would that be okay?
Can you speak
No.
up, please?
Yeah, can you please speak up?
Speak up, Julie. So
Can you stand up and say your name, please? Thank you.
Julie Chan, if someone over the age of 17 bought a game and gave it to someone under 17, would that be okay?
Are you referring to the law that he said was attempted to be passed in California? Then, in that case, no, it would not be okay.
And please, from now on, when you want to ask a question, stand up and say your name and then ask your question. Any more questions? Right.
I'm having trouble just understanding.
Good job with the name.
If you could summarize your bill in a very concise manner.
Okay, here's how it is. Some towns in the state, one of which is Rockaway, have laws that ban companies or stores from selling games rated M to people who are under the age of 17, from selling movie tickets to movies rated R that are under the age of 17. And basically what we're trying to do is eliminate those types of laws that give these non-governmental agencies too much power.
Why do you feel the necessity to, what?
Your name?
You said my name, so I don't think it's necessary.
Okay, you in the back.
My name is Byron. Why do you feel the necessity to allow kids to be exposed to indecent material by
That's
passing this law?
the point, isn't it? Because we're not trying to get kids exposed to this material. It should be up to the store owners whether or not they want to sell these things to kids. If the store owner says, no, you can't have it because you're under 17 and that's store policy, then that's okay. But there shouldn't be laws that are forbidding the stores from doing it if they want to.
Can I clarify my question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm saying, why do you feel the necessity to allow kids to be allowed to be exposed to indecent material, not to expose them to indecent material?
Huh?
Do you understand the difference?
Can you clarify your clarification?
You gotta be pretty clear.
What I mean is, why do you feel the need to allow kids, to make kids be able to be exposed to indecent material? Not, like, I think what you interpreted before was that I wanted to expose them to indecent material. My question is, why do you want to allow them to be exposed?
It's not about letting kids see violent and sexual stuff. It's about keeping the government from giving these non-governmental agencies so much power over these stores and giving the government too much power over these stores.
In the gray sweatshirt.
Okay, Steven, my name's Steven. You mentioned something about the store owners wanting to sell the video games or movies to people under 17 or with identification, but wouldn't that hurt their business? Wouldn't they want to sell it to those people? Because if they decide not to, then that's going to bring in less money for them.
you repeat your question?
Okay. If the store owner is saying that they don't want to sell these video games or movies to kids that are under 17 years old, don't you think that that's a bad business decision?
Exactly, and that's my point. They should be able to sell them to kids that are under 17.
Any more questions? Question, yes or no? Question, yes or no? Red.
Would the speakers be in favor of creating a government agency that rates such media?
Well, I think that these ratings are perfectly fine. It's just making laws out of these ratings that are the problem. I mean, we already have like the ESRB and stuff, and that's working out perfectly fine.
Thank you very much. Your time has expired.